What's up, guys? It's Josh here, back with another Kansas City Chiefs related video, and today I wanted to, with the news being slow and everything lately, I wanted to discuss the possibility of the Chiefs trading for Chicago Bears wide receiver Anthony Miller. So recently it was reported that the Bears are open to trading wide receiver Anthony Miller, and several teams have already called them with interest, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the Chiefs were already one of them, just because we've seen them be kind of aggressive in getting a receiver this offseason. And, I just wanted to discuss this move and what it would mean if the Chiefs were to do it. So Anthony Miller was a second-round pick in the 2018 NFL Draft. He's played 3 seasons now. Went to Memphis for college. He's 5'11", about 200 pounds, so he's got decent size. And, honestly, if the Chiefs did this, I wouldn't go above a 4th-round pick. I mean, usually when you trade players like an Anthony Miller and he's entering the final year of his rookie deal, that's not a ton of value, so you should be able to get him for like a 4th or a 5th-round pick in my mind. I'd say like most teams would probably trade a 5th for him, but I think the Chiefs, just because, they're contenders and, teams want to drive the price up on them and everything, that they'd probably have to give up a 4th-round pick to do it. And honestly, if that's what it takes, I would think about it, because, who are you going to get with that 4th-round pick? Because here's the thing. Anthony Miller is a capable wide receiver, and I'll get into that in a second about why he would kind of be a good fit. But, he's a capable wide receiver, and you'd be giving up a non-top 100 pick for him. And that way, the need for a receiver, or at least the urgent need for a receiver, kind of, goes away. I think the Chiefs really need to get a receiver in the top 100 of this draft, but if you get Anthony Miller, that kind of changes things. I don't think I would completely rule out the Chiefs still drafting receiver, but again, it just takes away the sense of urgency to get one, and then you could spend those top 100 picks on defensive end, linebacker, offensive line, the positions that we've talked about already. But, to compare Anthony Miller to someone that was recently on our team, Sammy Watkins, who was this team's, number 2 receiver when he was on the field over the past few years, I actually compared their numbers, and you might be surprised how close they are. So, since 2018, Sammy Watkins has had, with the Chiefs, 1,613 receiving yards and 8 touchdowns. Anthony Miller, for the Chicago Bears, in his first 3 seasons in the league, keep that in mind, had 1,564 yards and 11 touchdowns, and also did not have consistently good quarterback play in Chicago in that time, and has also been infinitely more healthy than Sammy Watkins. He's only missed in 1 game. He appeared in all 16 games in 2020, was pretty productive. His production, it's not super impressive or anything. 2018, he had about 400 yards. 2019, he had about 650 yards. And in 2020, he had just under 500 yards. So he's just kind of been, a middling receiver since he's entered the league. But, there's still some potential there. And when you compare him to Sammy Watkins, I feel like that's kind of significant because, Sammy Watkins was this team's number 2 receiver, and Anthony Miller, arguably was more serviceable than Watkins. And so when you think about that, the Chiefs were able to make the Super Bowl 2 times in a row with Sammy Watkins and nearly went 3 times in a row. So would much change if you just added Anthony Miller for a 4th-round pick, and he's still on his rookie deal, which gives you financial flexibility, whereas you were paying Sammy Watkins like $9 million a year. So honestly, if they made this deal, it doesn't really thread the needle too much for me, because I feel like you could get someone with higher upside in the draft, and you would have them on their rookie deal for the next 4 years, whereas Anthony Miller is kind of entering that final year. But I definitely think it's a move to consider, because he's a solid receiver, and the Chiefs do need help there, because right now you're kind of looking at Tyreek Hill, Byron Pringle, and Mecole Hardman as like your top 3. And if Tyreek Hill gets hurt, well, then you're kind of in trouble. But so that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. Just kind of wanted to bring up the idea, see what you guys think. So make sure you leave in the comments what you think, if you agree, disagree, what you think about the potential move. But make sure you like, share, subscribe so other Chiefs fans can find this. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month. It's kind of a big goal, but let's hope we can get there. But that's all I got for today. So make sure you check out my websites as well, showmefootball.com and Arrowhead Addict, for more content. But that's all I got for today, guys. Peace.